Michael Rosen's Poetry Workshop. This poem's called I've Had This Shirt, and I'll tell you how it came about. I had an old shirt and I loved it so much I kept on wearing it and wearing it and wearing it, and it was getting washed, and then wearing it until it was wearing away. And really I should have just thrown it away because it was getting holes in it and it was fraying, and the sleeves here at the ends, what we call the cuffs of the shirt and so on. I should have thrown it away, but I didn't because I liked it so much. But in the end I did throw it away, but because I liked it so much, I actually kept one bit of it. I kept the pocket. You know how shirts sometimes have a pocket? And I kept that little bit in a drawer. And I was thinking about that, and I thought, I could write a poem about that. It won't be exactly the same, but I'll write a poem that's about having an old shirt. So the poem's called I've Had This Shirt, and it goes like this. I've had this shirt that's covered in dirt for years and years and years. It used to be red, but I wore it in bed, and it went grey because I wore it all day. For years and years and years. The arms fell off in the Monday wash, and you can see my vest through the holes in the chest. For years and years and years. As my shirt falls apart, I'll keep the bits in a biscuit tin on the mantelpiece. For years and years and years. So that's the poem. How about a poem you could write? Well, have you got any old clothes that you're really so fond of you don't want to throw them away? Maybe it's an old pair of trainers, old pair of trousers, or maybe it's a skirt or a blouse. Any garment that you've got, old pair of socks even, that you're very fond of. Or it could be anything. It could be an old teddy, and you love it so much that you don't want to throw it away. You want to keep it. But what does it look like? What did I say about my thing? I said that it was red. It used to be red, but I wore it in bed, and it went grey because I wore it all day. So maybe your teddy has worn through. Maybe the furry stuff has got worn out, you see. And then I said the arms fell off in the Monday wash. Maybe you've tried to wash those old trainers. You know how you can put trainers in a washing machine, and then it does make them clean, but then they're sort of a bit funny, aren't they, after you've washed them? So whatever it is that you're thinking of, see if you can really describe it, okay? And did you see what else I did? I did a chorus, didn't I? My chorus was for years and years and years. That's where you repeat something. It's sometimes called a chorus or a refrain. And that's not a bad idea to use that idea of having a chorus, because it sort of breaks a poem up into what we call verses, or almost like little paragraphs, aren't they? So you could do that. You could think of an old garment or an old toy or an old teddy or something like that you really don't want to throw away. You want to keep it, and maybe it's getting a little bit too worn, so you can almost laugh at yourself for wanting to keep it. And maybe try having a little chorus that you make up. You could borrow my chorus for years and years and years, but you could think of another one for yourself and see how you get on. And you can find the poem in my book, Even My Ears Are Smiling. It has lovely pictures by Babette Cole in them, and I've Had This Shirt is on page 22. So you can see the poem if you want to write a poem that's a bit like that.